my 2012 Hyundai Elantra. It's a couple months old. It has 4,500 miles on it. Since I bought the car, I noticed it pulls to the left dramatically. I've taken it to the dealership 3 times, and all 3 times they tell me there's nothing they can do with it because there's nothing wrong with it. So I'm going to demonstrate here how the car pulls to the left, and in my opinion, it's very dangerous. Here I am driving down US 30. The crown of the road is to the right in the right lane, but if I let go of the steering wheel, you'll actually see that the car will still pull to the left from the right lane. If I'm in the left lane, where the crown of the road is a little bit to the left, and if I take my hands off the wheel while it's in the left lane, you'll see that the car immediately pulls to the left, which is very dangerous. Again, I'll show when I let my hands off the wheel in the left lane, the car will immediately pull to the left on its own. The car will actually change lanes on its own. I believe this is very dangerous, and I am hoping Hyundai realizes this and will help me with my problem with fixing this car. Once again, I'll show if I let my hands off the wheel in the left lane, the car dramatically pulls to the left. You'll see if I take my hands off the steering wheel, the car immediately pulls to the left. Very dangerous. I could do the same thing from the right lane where the crown of the road is to the right. Here I'm in the right lane. If I take my hands off the steering wheel again, you'll see that the car still pulls to the left. Not as dramatic, but it still pulls to the left. Again, I've taken this car in 3 times. The service department tells me there's nothing wrong with it. And at this point, I just don't know what to do. I'll show again. If I let my hands off the wheel, the car immediately pulls to the left. It also always feels like I'm fighting the steering wheel to stay straight. It feels like a bunch of rubber bands pulling on the steering wheel. It actually tires out my arm and a long drive to keep the car going straight down the road. Once again, you'll see if I let go of the steering wheel, the car will immediately pull to the left. Here I'm going to demonstrate the car pulling to the left. If I take my hands off the wheel, you'll see the car immediately pulls to the left. And if I get into the right lane and try it from the right lane, the car will do the same. If I left my hands off the wheels, the car will still switch lanes to the left. I believe this is very dangerous, and Hyundai does not want to help me with this problem. They said the dealership states there's nothing wrong with the car. Obviously, you can see if I let go of the steering wheel, that is definitely something wrong with the car, and this needs to be fixed. Here's my car, once again pulling to the left. Very dramatically, you can see if I try to correct the car to the right, the car will still immediately pull back to the left. Dangerous. And if I'm going straight, just let my hand off the wheel. It actually wants to put me in the middle of the road. I feel like a ton of rubber bands fighting the wheel back to the right. Kind of wears out my arm driving and keeping it straight. I have to put constant pressure to the right because if I let go of the steering wheel,